What do I think is going to happen in 2023? In this video, I'm going out on a limb with my 5 2023 real estate market predictions. Myself and my team primarily focus on real estate in the city of Toronto and close proximity GTA. However, some of my predictions will be related to all of Canada. Now that I'm saying the word prediction out loud, it sounds like a pretty heavy claim. These are just my thoughts on the future market based on experiences I'm having while being a real estate agent every single day, talking to clients, talking to economists and asset managers, reading reliable news, and studying macro and micro economic trends. There are going to be a lot of disclaimers for this video, and I know not everyone is going to like this video in its entirety because I'm sharing my thoughts on the future markets. The first disclaimer is that this video is for fun. My second disclaimer is that this is not financial advice. Am I going to be wrong? Possibly. There may be elements of my predictions which could be wrong, but hopefully they're all right. My third and final disclaimer is that nobody, and I mean nobody, has a crystal ball. Throughout 2022, most people have been wrong, including Canadian economists and even the Bank of Canada Governor Macallum, who in 2022 said, and I quote, "Our message to Canadians is that interest rates are very low and they're going to be there for a long time." And he even doubled down with, if you've got a mortgage or if you're considering making a major purchase or you're a business and considering making an investment, you can be confident rates will be low for a long time. Now that we've introed the video, made the disclaimers, and of course quoted Tiff, if you don't know who I am yet, my name is Macallum and I am a real estate agent in the city of Toronto. I lead a team of 42 agents who specialize in residential resale, pre-construction, as well as leasing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as it helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps push this type of content to others like yourself looking to learn more. If you are a buyer, seller, landlord, or a tenant looking to book a buyer consult, listing consult, or just a general call to chat about the market, you can click the link in the description of this video where you can book a meeting directly into my calendar. And of course, I can't make a video without saying subscribe to my channel and join our amazing growing community. Let's get into my 5 predictions for the 2023 real estate market in no particular order. The first prediction on our list is that interest rates will dip in mid-2023. The basis of this first prediction is fairly technical, so stay with me. I am not an interest rate expert. I'm just looking at all the stats. The 5-year Government of Canada bond yield, which fixed rate mortgages are based off of, went from a high on October 21st at 3.9%, dropped to about 3.3, then rose again on November 7th, but failed at 3.8. Today, they are at 3.08 with a consistent trend line downwards since November 7th. Now, why is this happening? Well, because the Bank of Canada and other central banks have signaled that they are either done or close to being done interest rate increases. No central banker wants to be the one who drove rates so high, so fast, to bring on a recession. We have also seen commodity prices come off quite significantly over the past year, and CPI in the US and Canada has been successively lower for the past 5 months. In Canada, CPI peaked in June at 8.1, then 7.6, 7, 6.9, 6.9, and now in the month of November, 6.8. Second on our list of things I believe may happen in 2023 is prices continue to stall and then increase in the latter half of 2023. Now, I actually feel like I need to reiterate what I just said because I can just picture the comment section right now screaming that we are not going to get a 30% increase. I'm not talking about the first half of 2023 and then comparing January 2022 to January 2023. That's going to be a scary media news cycle when reports show prices in January 2022 being 1.24 million and in January 2023 being less than 1.1. I'm talking about comparing roughly August 2022 to August of 2023 and month-over-month prices in the latter half of 2023. We could see nominal growth due to stagnant or even lower interest rates, growing consumer confidence, and of course, increased immigration levels. When Canadians are in an uncomfortable position with relation to their finances and the uncertainty of interest rates, consumer confidence lowers and we hold back on our spending. But what happens when Canadians become more comfortable with the state of their finances? They spend more. If we see lower or stabilized rates, consumer confidence grows. There is a correlation between interest rates and consumer confidence. When was consumer confidence at an almost 5-year high? When interest rates were at historic lows. Our third prediction is that rental prices will soften. The inverse happened in 2022 when interest rates rose rapidly, which pushed buyers towards renting, which in turn increased the demand. A lot of rental demand has come and gone. A few months ago, it was common to see a rental listing with multiple offers. Now, we've seen rental properties sit for weeks. We could see tenants explore their purchasing options once again, which would free up rental inventory. Now we have the conversation of immigration and renting. Historically, almost 36% of new immigrants move to Toronto, and we don't expect everyone to purchase a home right away. That takes time. So what does this 36% do? They rent real estate. The Canadian government is aiming to welcome between 465,000 and 500,000 new immigrants each year between 2023 and 2025. The fourth thing I believe may happen in 2023 is that inventory levels remain low in Q1 and into Q2. The last few months have been a battle between buyers and sellers. And I'm not just talking about negotiation on price, because of course sellers want the highest price and buyers want the lowest price. That's just a given. I'm talking about homeowners just simply not wanting to sell their homes in this market. This is the interesting thing about real estate. Even in a buyer's or a balanced market, sellers still tend to hold the cards. They may not be getting 20 offers on their home, but they have the asset that someone else wants, whether it's listed on the MLS or not. Homeowners who have elected not to list their properties for sale are likely to hold on a while longer until they feel it's the right time for them to make a move. And the right time for a lot of sellers is when they'll be able to get more money for their home. The caveat here is that the right time for some sellers may not be the time in which they can achieve the highest price for their property. They may be moving up the property ladder, in which case a depressed market may be better for them. We could start to see listings pick up in the latter part of 2023, which brings me to my next and final point. Our fifth and final prediction for the 2023 real estate market is that we will see more sales in 2023. Now, let's not go crazy with this idea because we've seen massive swings over the past few years. In 2018, we saw 78,000 sales. In 2019, 87,000. In 2020, 95,000, and in 2021, a drastic increase to 121,000 sales. In 2022, we are targeting about 75,000 sales. I definitely do not believe we are going to see anything close to 100,000 sales in 2023. We may land around 80 to 85,000 sales. To put those numbers into perspective, that's like adding 1 to 2 more months of activity to 2023. And there you have it, my 5 predictions heading into 2023. Next year, we'll do a recap of my 2023 predictions to see how right or wrong I was, as well as predictions for 2024.